have anything on Matt Carpenter. In 31 games played this season with the Yankees, Carpenter has hit 13 home runs, driven in 34, and posted a 1.397 OPS. He's putting up numbers that Jesus Christ himself could have never imagined. I'm reading from BarstoolSports.com.
Shouldn't do that to JC.
He is on fire. The Yankees and Red Sox were on Saturday Night Baseball, and he hit 2 more home runs. He is called the hero of Gotham City.
Oh man.
And everyone wishes they were Matty Mustache.
Matty Mustache.
He got choked up in his postgame on Fox with Ken Rosenthal. I wasn't aware of that, but I see it popping up now in the Twitter tweets.
Matt, did you know in the top of the fourth?
Different interview.
I thought that was okay.
Totally. John Lackey got choked up during that.
Not the same thing.
There are Matty Mustache T-shirts
Of course.
you can get now. Doug, Matt Carpenter.
Hero.
It's truly one of the more remarkable baseball stories we've seen in recent times. I mean, this
unreal.
is almost to the point where you start thinking about, well, we got to make another movie like the Kurt Warner movie. I mean, this guy was dead in the water.
73.5 home run is the 162-game pace. Obviously, he doesn't play every day, but that's...
How many?
72.5.
Oh, it'd be more than that, wouldn't it?
You should. How many? 13 and 31.
He's almost hitting one every other game. I guess maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about
But
73.5.
his RBI pace would be over 160, like 180.
Yeah.
2.2 WAR as well.
I mean, it's just incredible.
75
And what did
at-bats.
he hit here? About 206?
He couldn't have been anywhere. The year his last year here, he hit 169. The year before that, 186. The year before that, 226.
He must not have liked people here.
I don't know.
he
And
bought out
to
of the
think that
Cardinals.
No way.
he was making all that money and all the criticism he faced, through it all, he was a stand-up guy. He was a good teammate still. He tried his damnedest and just had nothing.
Wait,
Went
Doug,
to the
you're
minor
saying-
leagues and didn't play very well.
You're saying a guy who made $23 million put a smile on his face in the locker room? Shocker. Of
I mean,
course.
he never really got surly or angry or
He was
lashed
good.
out at anybody. And he put up with it 3 solid years of criticism here.
Yeah.
Well,
And
here he kept
to-
trying to pull the ball instead of go against the shift. There, he can pull the ball and hit home runs.
Yeah, you could hit
He did,
310.
it's not like he was pulling the ball here and every fly ball was caught at the track. He couldn't hit a lick. He grounded out time after time after time and struck out a bunch. He couldn't do anything with them. He was totally lost.
It's awful.
This is a great story, though.
I
Yeah.
would like to
Right,
talk
I
to
love
whatever scout for the Yankees
Made the change.
said, you know what, couldn't get a team. He's down there just scuffing around with Texas. They let him go. I think he can help us. A
Yeah.
team that it was already like 20-something games over 500.
How much would he have
I think he
helped
can
the
help us.
Cardinals?
And he's hit 13 home runs.
I bet the Cardinals would have 3 or 4 more wins if
Oh,
they'd been the ones that signed him.
It's scenery change. It's the short porch and right.
It's not just a short porch because I saw his average home runs going like 389 feet. Most would have been gone anywhere.
Jeff Albert. That's the problem.
I don't know. Well, whoever got him straightened out is the one that needs to pat on the back. I think a
Yeah.
lot of that was Matt Holliday, wasn't it? In the offseason,
Well,
he
to
got a
his
lot of help.
credit, he just drove around the country and did whatever he could to try to figure it out. And I that's the thing. I mean, I wasn't as angry at Matt Carpenter as I know a lot of. I was angry at the Cardinals for giving him the extension. Truly, in the moment, angry about that. But what I respect a great deal is at 36 years old and having made, I think, close to $100 million.
He could have shut her right down.
Absolutely. He
Yeah.
has a young family, and I don't know if anybody would have faulted him. I think what he did stunned people.
Yeah.
So much so that that's when Rosenthal wrote this detailed story before the season started about what he did. And then, with $100 million in the bank, he accepts a minor league job with the Rangers, a team that everyone knew, just like the Pirates, Reds, and Cubs, were not competing this year, one of the FCS teams. And he's a minor leaguer. And then they both get together and go, yeah, it's just not happening. And the Yankees give him a shot, and he gets to go to the Yankees. And that's pretty much it. And then on
Yeah.
top of it, you're going to go there, and if it doesn't go well, you will get criticism. Because now people aren't mad at John Mozeliak there. They're mad at the player, and they'll let you hear it. And he goes there, and he rakes. I mean, I just have a great deal of respect for what he has done over the last 10 months in order to get himself
It's
in this
amazing.
position.
I think they're going to have to teach Tom Cruise to bat left-handed and play the lead role in the Matty Mustache feature film that's coming out.
Oh, it'll be Drinkwitz.
Drinkwitz won't get the part.
got the
He won't
mustache
get the
now.
part.
Drinkwitz is going to leave Columbia
To do a film.
to do a film now.
Yeah, he'll be leaving, obviously be in the off-season of the Patriots workout, so he'll be able to, because at that time he's obviously
He'll be with the
replacing Bill
Patriots.
Belichick.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Guys, they keep saying short porch and right, but nobody has ever done this. It's almost as incredible as folding pocket aces pre-flop
I don't think it reached that level
from
yet.
Stephen
It's
Wildwood.
getting close.
Get up to
Not just-
25 bombs, and we got ourselves.
Well, yeah, you're talking about players that never did it in their first 30 games because they were rookies. I mean, he's 36 years old. So I'm not saying what he's doing isn't great, but they're comparing him. Nobody's ever done that in the first 30 games as a Yankee. Yeah, you're talking about 20-year-old kids. He's 36.
They've had some good players, though.
They have.
Yes,
well,
they have.
can you fault Mickey Mantle as a rookie not hitting 30 home runs in
No.
or whatever, 10 in his first 30 at bats?
No, but there's no way to downplay what he's done.
No,
based
I'm
off
not.
The stadium or anything else.
I'm
But
not.
I know.
But you're
I
talking
agree with
pocket
the point
aces
you're
over
making.
here again. I'm just trying to comment on that.
I do agree with the point you're
Steve,
making.
wow.
Most of these other guys were doing it when they were 21 or
Right
2.
off the bat.
Yeah. So that point's valid. But Carpenter was so bad here, we forget that he was a three-time
forget.
All-Star. He was a hell of a player. He led the National League once in runs, once in hits, twice in doubles, once in walks. Once
What
he
was his best
he was
year
fourth
here?
in the MVP voting one year.
That 3.5-month stretch.
Well,
What was
he had the stretch in 18 where the salsa came along, and that came
Insane.
out of nowhere.
He had 36 homers in 18.
And that got him the extension.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And then he
He had
fell apart
36
after that.
stingers.
36.
I don't think anybody's saying he wasn't a great player at one time. I'm just saying the last 2.5, almost 3 years.
He
of his-
couldn't find it.
Yeah, he was really
once
lost.
the extension was signed, he was terrible.
The shift got him, I think. The shift got in his head.
I think you're right, Doug. I think that's a major part of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He'd hit the ball hard right at somebody standing out in short right field instead
You
of.
don't think the shift should be allowed, do you? I mean,
It's going away
disallowed.
anyway.
It is going to go away?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe if they just said everybody had to play on the dirt, that would help. They said you had to have 2 players to the left and 2 to the right of the second base.
Second base.
That
They were
would probably
shifting
help.
Ted Williams. It's not the shift that just hitter can't hit. Analytics have gotten in the way of baseball, bro.
Well, Ted Williams is a little better than Matt Carpenter.
We have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day coming up here in a matter of moments. Jackson and I will head down the hallway for a balloon party. Iggy and the Plowhawk will host Pepper and Jeannie. Jennings may be joining. He just shook it off.
Shake it off. Yeah.
Oh, no.
You want a curveball now?
I got a thing.
You got waiting on a phone call.
I got a thing.
You going to go work out and compress the ball?
No, I'm not. I don't do much of that anymore.
The summer heat is here, and it's really here this week. Today's going to be great, but later in this week, holy moly. And that makes it the perfect time to train for a new career, one that gets you out of the weather and into a career you will love. IT and Centric can train you for that career in IT in just 4 months. Want a career with unlimited opportunity? That's IT. Want a career where you can work from home? That's IT. Want a career where you don't give an F whether it rains or it's sunny and 99 degrees? That's IT, and Centric can make that happen for you even if you have no IT experience. If you're not happy with your job, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today. He'll walk you through Centric's hands-on program and show you how they help get you started in your new IT career. And then the only time you'll have to worry about the weather is when you have baseball tickets. Call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Technology is the future of St. Louis, and Centric can make it your future. I'm going to go around the dais. What do you love most about Salt and Smoke? What's your favorite thing? Plowhawk, I'm going to start with you. What are you going with? You're going Salt and Smoke. What are you going with? You're going bologna, aren't you?
Gun bologna and going deviled eggs. I'm a rare breed.
That's the devil.
Oh, they're bomb diggity. Iggy can attest. They're really good.
It's real simple. Just straight brisket.
Straight brisket all day long,
I
Jack.
got you.
I would like to say brisket, but I didn't get to taste it that day you brought in a
Roderick
big
got it?
pan full. No, Charlie and the cat.
Charlie and the cat, and then Roderick didn't even do it this time?
Roderick filled in there at the end before I could even get out there. I had the ribs, which were outstanding. I would have liked to taste the brisket.
Tom's a big recommender of those ribs.
Yeah, I would say the ribs because I never really got to taste the brisket.
Iggy, what are you going with?
Burnt ends, deviled eggs, and an old-fashioned.
Oh, an old-fashioned, a bourbon guy.
DOF.
They have old-fashioned at
That's
Salt and
just
Smoke?
because Plowsy and I did a video for Salt and Smoke, and they put an old-fashioned in front of me.
Yeah.
When I was old.
I'm going burnt end, toasted ravioli, and brisket, but Jennings, don't sleep on the chicken. I know it might sound boring, They got something going with that Chickadeedle-Dee.
Really?
Yeah, and so it's very good. And I like the pit beans, too, as well. It's Salt and Smoke, and now they're shipping all over the country so you can get it. Plus, it's going to be there on Saturday night at St. Gabriel's 4-hour trivia night. That is your dinner, in addition to Uncle Leo's, in addition to a bottle of effing vodka on each table, in addition to Urban Chestnut all night long. Doors open at 6:30. Start having your pony. Go to tmastl.com to get your tickets. Salt and Smoke will be our dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. And Young. Hey, Jay, it's great to hear you back on the airwaves, man. Hope you're well, brother. Any hoodles, hey, Tim, I like it when Doug puts the pantyhose in my mouth. You should try it sometime. Thanks. That's from number one Asian intern Brian Henshin, a.k.a. ASMR Ting Ting 27. Find me on YouTube and support the cause via Patreon. Email me at istrode@1380thewoman.edu with the code POCKETROCKETS and a photo of your receipt to receive a 45% coupon to the Pasta House. I use the passes as compensation for my producer, so this offer is limited to the first 122
Okay, Hinchin,
subs.
that's enough.
My goodness, Hinch.
Brian Hinchin just got himself suspended for an overly wordy email.
Wow.
His name right now is going to the stltaxlawyer.com suspension logule, brought to you by Mark Milton. You're having trouble with the godforsaken tax man. You call Milton, he'll get you out of trouble. You'll be saying, hey, I'm not guilty, I'm with Milty.
I highly recommend Milty.
Milty will take care of
Personal
business.
experience.
Why do I like the fan page? Easy. It's a mystical place where the established rules of civil society do not apply. On any given day, one might experience pictures of fully naked men being arrested in Florida.
Oh.
Haikus from a drunk glass installer who goes to bed at 6 p.m. or see numerous poorly photoshopped pictures of Matt Rocchia holding a tuba with no likes, comments, or context whatsoever.
Oh, gee.
It's truly an amazing place that shows us both the worst of people and even worse, darker side of people that we didn't even know existed. You want to hear a stoned board op with a lesbian haircut bellyache about a stranger not donating a penny to charity? Join the fan page. You want to see the same article about a guy who lodged a water bottle up his own backside get posted by 8 different people? Check out the TMA fan page on Facebook. You want to see a 64-year-old intern continuously say, I'm missing comments? Join the fan page. Now, if you want actual content related to TMA, the HD2 radio program that the fan page is devoted to, you'll need to wait for Dan Caesar's next article because you're in the wrong place, Buster. The TMA fan page is for sads, dumbs, fats, and unemployeds who apparently have nothing better to do than argue with strangers. The fan page, because you like pictures of naked dongs. That's from the JV Golf Coach.
Nicely
P.S. I'd like to echo the sentiment expressed earlier.
Stop.
Jennings is a true delight and makes an already great show 100 times better. Come back soon, Jay.
Yes.
That's from the JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach.
And finally, I thought you ordered the chili 5-way at Steak and Shake. I whispered to Talty as I retract my tongue from his pulsating potty hole.
Oh, don't say potty hole.
What if it's pulsating? I peppered his mouth with my tongue and let the flavor profile of my recently expelled fecal pork tartare from Rally's lubricate my palate whilst turning up the setting on the Sibian to max, letting it batter my colon with as much torque as a Joe Simpson jackhammering. His prosty throbbed with lust. He slid my diaper to the side.
Okay.
My waist pond formed
No.
our bond. Sup, Jay? That's from Soft Boy 12,000.
Don't vote for him. Soft Boy 12,000.
I appreciate the Sibian reference.
Have you ever seen one? I've never
I
even
was just
seen
about
one.
to ask you ever go to somebody's house and go, hey,
Yeah.
what, see the wife Sibian? Never happened.
I didn't know Rally's was serving pork tartare.
Tartare.
They are. Big.
I got to go with him, with the tartare and the Sibian.
That's Soft Boy 12,000.
And I know he's suspended, but he emailed. Dougie?
I'm going to go with the JV Golf Coach.
I thought it was Tim.
No, you go.
No, you
Oh, because I'm going to go with Soft Boy.
Soft Boy 12,000 is this one.
Damn it, Lucas!
The Design Air Heating. Where were you going,
That's
Paul?
not right.
You go Soft Boy.
That's not right.
dude.
Softboy 12,000.
Sibian and Tartar in the same
He
email.
was vile.
He did it. He pulled it off. Jennings, I don't know what this is, and I don't know if the cameras would catch it, but somebody has sent in a picture of their wife blowing a kiss to you, and she's legitimately attractive, although
Pardon me.
probably
Oh, you better get over there.
probably
Jay.
not real. Doug doesn't believe I know it's
What's
real.
great is
I haven't
right when
even
he
shown
said
him a
it,
picture.
the
The
camera
Getty
caught.
image if I've ever seen one.
There you go. There's the listener's wife.
Reminds me of Charisse.
Oh.
I don't know who it is, but anyway.
Very nice.
When you're in, the listeners like to send in pictures of their wives. Jennings, when will you be in again? Well, I might be going on vacation next week, so you'll be in the 28th and 29th, I believe.
Yes, I could be here for that.
And then me and the Plowhawk are vacationing separately. He's going to the Great Northwest. I'm going to the Great Southeast the following week. I think that
You
is
Hilton
the plan.
heading it?
I'm Hilton heading it.
Nice.
But we're trying to figure out the travel arrangements with a 5-month-old and how about that whole deal. So anyway, that's the situation. Jennings, always love having you in. Great to see the
Appreciate
audience.
being here.
Good
Love you,
seeing you, Doug.
boys. Miss you.
Thanks, Jay.
And we will be heading down the hallway now where we are not loved or appreciated for our one
Quite the opposite, in fact.
of Balloon Party. But I know the texters are ready to go from here to infiltrate that text inbox. Text into Balloon Party on 101 ESPN 65780 as Hugh from Marlboro does. Pepper and Jeannie also coming up here in this studio for the Plowhawk, for Action Jackson, for Kenneth Iggy Strode, for Jennings Randolph Jr., for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Elvin Vaughn. This closes out our Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM, the Potted Plant from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Hey, Tim, so we sold